As you hear this now, you can begin to notice how easily your mind wanders up and out to the big picture. Because every choice is like a stone tossed in water, ripples spreading outward, touching shores you never even see. Isn't it funny how the smallest hesitation today becomes the fucking avalanche tomorrow? You already know this. You've lived it. One missed opportunity and suddenly a year slips by. One avoided conversation and suddenly the relationship is gone. One not today, and 10 years later you're still stuck in the same loop. So imagine if you don't act on this now. Your fears multiply quietly, like rats in the walls. The same patterns play on repeat, same arguments, same disappointments, same exhausted sigh at 2 a.m. You wake up one day older, realizing you could have rewired all of this with a single shift in perspective. And isn't it strange how just hearing that already makes your unconscious whisper, "Fuck that, not me, not anymore." Now chunk up even higher. Notice how the way you handle fear doesn't just affect you. It shapes your family, your friends, the strangers who learn from your example. Like a lighthouse, if you switch on your light, you guide 1,000 ships you'll never meet. And if you keep it dark, you'll never even know how many crashed because you've stayed small. Which future feels heavy to carry? The one where you step the fuck up? Or the one where you let fear run the show and spent your life half asleep? And isn't it easier now to decide that no matter what, you'll use fear as the trigger to zoom in or zoom out? Because both lenses open new choices. Because here's the thing. Every time you chunk up to the higher picture, you remember drama is a joke compared to the vastness of your life. And every time you chunk down into the smallest details, you find the lever that changes everything. Either way you win. And your unconscious can already start rehearsing how good it feels when the old paralysis vanishes. When people look at you differently because you shift perspectives effortlessly. When they say, "How the hell did you change so fast?" And you just smile because you know. And the beauty, even not deciding, is still a decision. Even not acting still reshapes the future. And once you realize that, you might as well decide on purpose. Because the future is being built anyway. So isn't it time to stop wasting it? To stop being afraid of being called naive or obsessive. Because fuck it. People are going to judge no matter what. And you might as well be judged for growing, for changing, for winning. And as your unconscious installs this now, you can feel that spark of recognition. That sense of, this is it. This is who I am now. You'll naturally chunk up when fear feels heavy, and it will dissolve. You'll naturally chunk down when fear feels vague, and you'll find the fix. Fear will now act as a signal to change perspective, not a signal to freeze. Every time you confuse yourself, you'll smile because you'll know. This is the door to change opening. And in the end, the cause and effect is simple. Ignore this. You stay in the padded cell of your fears. Live this. You become the sculptor of your reality. Either way, time passes. So your unconscious can make the wiser choice now. Automatically, easily, effortlessly. Because you've already decided.